Hey guys, Crafty here from Living in Beta, and today we are exploring the well-coveted Sasquatch glitch in Cyberpunk 2077. Now this is still working as of patch 1.22. It's still the best way to get a combination of eddies, XP, and street cred in the game. Super quick. Slightly different to again, the well-known duplication glitch, which I've done a video on already, which will be down in the description for you. Slightly more bang for your buck in terms of time, though it's slightly more niche due to having to be at a certain part of the game, and once you pass this part of the game, you can no longer do it. But anyway, that's just a summary. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it and show you how it's done. Okay, so first I think it's important to go over a couple of things that we need to make sure you've done before you can get to doing this exploit. First, you need to be in Act 2 of the story, and you need to work your way through the main jobs all the way to a quest that is named Matin Pelon. From here, they will give you you'll enter a church and you'll speak to one of the voodoo boys. I won't spoil too much, and he'll give you a quest which leads on to the quest that you can see on the right hand side of the screen right now, called I Walk the Line. Now, I Walk the Line brings you to the Pacifica area here, to a mall that has been taken over by some enemies, a gang, and then you will enter into this room here and have to fight a lot of gang members. Now, the whole point of this part of the mission is to kill all the gang members and work your way over to the van in the back right hand corner, left hand corner of the room. Now, it's important at this point to note as well that you need to clear the whole room of enemies, because you need to not be in combat when entering the Sasquatch's room. You see the top right hand corner, it shows the area is currently hostile. This is where enemies can spawn, but it doesn't say in combat, which it would say if there is still enemies around. Why do you need to kill all the enemies? Well, you need to be able to save the game to be able to do this glitch. So it's important that you do that. Now, once you've jacked into the van, enemies are clear. You'll then work your way around the side here and follow the closed off escalator here and work your way up to this room here. Now, this is the Sasquatch's room. When you enter this, Placide, who you can see top left hand corner, is currently on the phone to me. He will then tell you, holy moly, this person's a big deal. You need to kill her. Let's get the job done. Now, in this fight, she's a heavy hitter, to be honest. It's not too crazy depending on your difficulty. But on the back of her body, she has a kind of like a unit which holds electricity, which allows her to run around super fast and generates more electricity power on her. If you hit that back of the area, it will stun her and you'll be able to finish her off. You can witness me trying to kill her with a blade here if you like. So we'll just get into a fight with her now. She likes to run around a lot. It likes to cause havoc, as it were. Quite a beautiful woman as well, I'd say. I mean, there's worse out there. You can see on the back here, it hasn't spawned yet, but there's usually an area on the back where you can hit her and stun her. Now, it might be a case that this is just glitched. I think it is glitched because usually she's wielding a two-handed weapon, a massive hammer too, which you'll probably experience in your save files, to be honest. This is glitched a tiny bit, which is fine. Such is the world we live in with Cyberpunk. Okay, now, it's important at this point, this is where the big steps come in. So first step, you will, it's just glitching about, you'll go into your start menu and save the game in a new save file. That's step one. Step two, you can speak, say I think she's had enough, you can take the items if you like, and then you kill her, like so. And then on the screen, in a second, hopefully, there you go, some eddies will pop up, and you may get XP pop up as well. Blades, etc. is running through now. At this point, when you see the blood, you will save the game in a separate save spot file there. And then there's two things you can do here. Now, I've seen many people say just load the game back up, job done. Now, if I do that and load the game back up, it will give me a different increment of eddies than it would if I went back into the game, looked at her for a second, then loaded it back up. Don't ask me why that's the case. Don't even ask me why this glitch works. But when you load the game back up here, you'll see her on the floor. You see the red dot there that turns red when someone's killable. If you hit her again a couple of times till you get that square, then I'll be paid 30,000 eddies. Okay? That's supposed to be 15, so that worked. But then, okay, from here, you would go into the start menu. You would save game on a different save file once more. And then you would load back up on that save file. And kind of rinse and repeat. But I'll just show you for reference that it does work. It will load, the game will load back in. There'll be a few glitches. And now you see here, it shows that she's not hittable, but 15k and level XP, etc. did pop up. Now, if you look here, if I go into the menu here and up here, you see I've got 340k eddies. If I save this game once more and then load this game, the glitch should still work. It just sometimes glitches out itself within the glitch. It will either give you 15k or it'll give you 30k and a varying levels of eddies alongside varying levels of XP. So you'll see here, now she's killable again. Killer, and now 15k is popping up, but it's going on top of what we saw previously of the 340. So the glitch itself clearly does work. It's just very varying right now. I think there may be an interference with a new patch, but in general, you're still getting 30 to 15k every time. Secondly, obviously, you get XP and street cred from doing this. Now, the amount of XP that's given to you, and I think the amount of street cred that's given to you, is reliant on the difficulty that you're playing on. So if you go into settings, go into settings here, go to gameplay, and you'll see I'm on normal here. Now, if I up it to very hard and click apply, it will ask me if I want to do this, and it will try and load the last checkpoint as it states. Now, the last checkpoint will be the last save file I made, but obviously that's fine because we resaved it. So if I click confirm, it's going to load up right now. Come on, come on. She's going to be, this is good for reference as well. This sometimes happens. You just need to hit her a couple of times. She will go down. She is technically dead. So you'll see now, not only do I get the 30k eddies, but I get 390 experience points instead of the 127 that I was getting before on the easy difficulty. Now, yeah, this is a very simple way of getting eddies, and it's a very simple way of leveling up. I've seen many videos show that you can basically level yourself all the way up to 50, being the max level, using this method. It's very good for, you know, if you want to try out different builds, you can start a new character, rush to this period of the game, and then just do this glitch every time. You will also get street cred, because I'm using a character who has 50 street cred already. You know, it's not possible for me to get street cred from this. What I will say is it depends on the kind of player you are. If you're someone like myself who's done 2 save files now and you want to quickly try out some new builds, this is an excellent exploit for that, and it still isn't patched to this day. I think this was out back in December when the game was out. So, sorry, the game came out in November, but it was still out and back in December. So it hasn't been patched, and it works on, you know, all platforms. And that being said, you obviously from being able to delete patches, in theory, it won't really matter. This glitch will always be there. But if you want to play the game like a normal person, of course, it's very easy, as you can see already on my character, to get 50 street cred without having to do this exploit. That being said, 30k to 15k to 30k eddies for literally not even 2 minutes of work is still excellent. much quicker, I would say, or at least slightly quicker than the duplication glitch, but definitely more eddies for your time, which makes it way more viable. I hope this helps. I hope this explanation gives you an understanding of what needs to be done. If you've got any questions, of course, drop them in the comments below. Share this video with your friends. Drop a like if you liked it. Subscribe. And remember, don't be like the Sasquatch. Don't be a gonk.